Oh shit! Look at this, y'all. I done fucked it up. There we go. Oh shit!
Well, hey, I gave everybody a good view of the movie posters.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
a good
yeah.
view of the movie poster. Yeah.
Thank you for showing off the thumbnail I created, JJ. Thank
Exactly.
you.
Hey, yeah.
Bravo,
I
Slasher.
appreciate it.
All
Very
my
nice, very
thumbnails,
nice.
all my thumbnails are done by Slasher, and he pulls it off brilliantly. No matter what movie.
Woo.
Thank you for doing
I didn't
this
realize
for me,
Slasher
man.
did that. I thought that was something he got off the internet. It's that good.
No. All the
Maybe.
thumbnails I've done for God, what, a dozen plus movies now. Slasher has done the thumbnails for me.
You are splendiferous, Slasher.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another random movie review. We're talking 1982's class of 1984.
Which doesn't make sense when you kind of say it like that,
not.
right?
Well, it was
Class of
made in
1982.
82.
Yeah, I know. But it's like when you say
I
class
said
of
19.
1992's class of 1984, it just kind of sounds weird when you say it, though, right?
It does.
Not no
like-
weird. Not no weirder when you're saying 1992 when it's 82.
Oh,
And 1984 when it's 84. But you know, hey,
I said 90s. I didn't
yes,
do that,
you did.
I?
Rewind.
Okay.
Yeah, pull up the tab, rewind, and listen to
I'm
it.
not. What on?
David
Okay.
Quintana.
Anyway, thanks for having
Yeah,
me, JJ.
David
Yeah, good to see
Quintana
you
has
again.
seen this movie. He knows the
Oh,
opening
that's-
song is Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Take a look at my face. I am the future. Yes.
I've got some of the usual suspects with me this evening, but also I got a first time on my channel. You know her in the chat if you've ever seen her. You know her as Candy Cane, but Miss Stacy is joining us this evening. How are you doing?
Fine.
Awesome. Great to have you here, all of you. Actually, great to have you all here.
Thank
Bee's Nest, what's going on, man? Great to see you. What's up, B? It's Courtney. What's
Hello.
that? What's up?
Hello.
David Quintana, man. You see this
Hello,
guy
David.
everywhere also, man. What's going on? Let's see. And for right now, I got what, 4 or 5 questions I want to ask. I want to see if we can run through them. Not literally run through them because I know how you guys are. You run 5 steps and say, "Oh, look, flower." But anyway, Slasher, you recommended this movie to me. This is the first time I've seen it.
I
So
sure
tell me.
did recommend this movie.
Yeah. So tell me, just
it
real
sounds
quick,
like a
man.
badge of fucking honor over there. Holy crap.
Fuck
Hey,
yeah. Fuck
Hey,
yeah.
listen, I'm used to Slasher throwing crappy movies my way, but no. But I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We did The Raid Redemption. We did Band of the Hand, and tonight we did Class of 1984. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no want or will to see any of those movies, but they were not bad movies.
So
They really
yeah.
weren't.
So cram it up your cram hole, JJ, because
damn.
I suggest movies that I know people would at least be entertained.
Cram it up my cram hole.
Oh my lord. Slasher. Oh my
Cram
god.
it up
You
your
know what?
cram hole.
You know what? You know I mean that with love, JJ.
Apparently, you didn't go to school like half the kids in this movie because I don't ever remember there being a cram hole.
Wow.
Damn.
Anything is a cram hole if you're brave enough.
Where do I begin? Yeah, cram hole. That's where we begin. But anyway, this is your movie, Slasher. So just tell me. You recommended it, so you know the basis of it. Just give me your overall impressions.
All right, so I'll use the type of comparison that Jens would use to explain movies. Jens usually has good, like, when he says comparisons to movies. This is my comparison to the movie. This movie is Death Wish meets Lean on Me.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's actually a very awesome explanation of the movie.
Right? It kind of is, right?
With
Lean
a bit
on
of
me.
back to school
When I turn the song, I'll
When
cut your arm off.
When I was watching that movie, I kept thinking they need to send them motherfuckers to that school with the lean on me.
Yeah,
guy.
Joe Clark.
They need to send them with Joe Clark because he was
Yeah.
jerking out their tail for sure.
And now you see, I understand. You know, when the movie opened, I didn't know this movie was based off of a true story. I don't know when this true story happened.
It probably isn't even like a one story. It's probably a collection of stories that they, took from schools and put into, like, it could be
Okay, yeah.
No, he said it was based on a true story.
on a true
Yeah.
story.
Yes.
How loosely it was based.
Yeah, very loosely based because I highly doubt, certain parts at the end,
You don't
Well,
know.
apparently we seen the paragraph at the end. Apparently, Mr. Norris, the actual
Yeah.
teacher, was never
Harry King,
Good-
Mr.
good-
Norris,
couldn't be prosecuted because there were no witnesses.
which was
which
the
is-
excuse
seems to
thrown
be
in
the
his
ba-
face the whole movie. That whole thing is
Yeah.
thrown in his face the whole movie.
Yep.
No
yep.
witnesses. In fact, a sideburn cop tells him, he's like, if the kid robs you, you have to be holding his hand while you do it.
But yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead on.
Mark L. Lester said the film was inspired by several true stories of school violence he had read about in papers. In particular,
so-
was a story of a teacher who brought a gun to class to control his students. That scene ended up in the film. Lester cited A Clockwork Orange as the film's biggest influence. I could see that. I
Wow.
could see the whole Clockwork Orange thing. Yeah, so it says based on a true story, but apparently it was based on.
So it's like I said, it was like a
incidents.
combination
Yeah.
story.
Kind of like Star Wars. They just nitpick where they thought they felt, whatever, and just doing it to the film. Sorry. All right, Maura, you actually watched the movie and paid attention. Tell me your overall thoughts of this movie.
Yeah, she was watching this with us.
Yeah.
Most part of it. I mean, I really think Roddy McDowell should have just shot that fucker. We could have stopped.
But then the movie would have only been like, would have only
half
been
an hour
like
long.
40 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah,
for that
45.
short, brief moment in time, those fuckers were learning more in class than they had the last probably 3 years of school. Like,
This one, Andy
they
Dowell.
should've
No.
let him do it.
Yeah, he did. He did try, didn't he? But
They were
He was
angry.
yeah. Our
They were-
villain of the movie, Mr. Stegman.
They were learning that day, by God, one way or the other.
Yeah. He definitely wanted to shoot Stegman in the face.
he even gave them over our lessons, after our lessons, should I say, when he tried running them over.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like some of them probably weren't even in his class. He probably just dragged them into his class at gunpoint.
And David states that he agreed with Roddy.
Oh, I do too, but you can't do that.
That-
Yeah, you
if-
can't.
Although Roddy didn't get jail time for pulling a gun on his class.
If you look at the chat, though, David is very familiar with this film.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I wish I could get him up too, because David Quintana, believe it or not, he's on a lot of channels also. I would really love to talk to this man and hear who I'm talking to and see, other than just in a chat. But he's in a lot of areas as far as pop culture goes, as far as our channels go, and there are a lot of things this guy does know what he's talking about. I'd like to get him up one day if he was ever able. Or
Roddy did
will.
that.
Yeah, he said,
Will.
yeah, I know he died. He died, but he didn't go to jail for holding his
But did you
Fucking
notice, though,
classroom
they
hostage
never,
at gunpoint.
did you notice they never acknowledge in the movie the fact that he died in a flaming
No,
car crash
a
trying to
car
kill
wreck
his student?
outside a punk rock club. No,
trying
dude.
to kill
trying to
poor Petey.
run over trying
they
to run
never-
over.
They never even touch on that. You see that in the movie, but none of the other characters ever even acknowledge that
I think
happened.
No.
I think it could have been one of them where both parties was happy to just let that one lie.
Okay. All
There
right.
seemed to be a lot of acceptance with deaths in this movie. A lot of people like the
Oh
kid
God, he
who,
died. All right, we'll go on.
the kid who got high and then climbed up the flagpole and then drops to his death. Michael J. Fox. By the way, Michael J. Fox is in
No,
this movie.
Michael
Everybody.
Fox. It's Michael.
No,
Fox.
Yes, yeah, he
it's
doesn't have the
Michael
J.
Fox.
Yeah, he didn't earn his J yet. He didn't earn that.
He
He
got
didn't
his
earn
J
it.
carved. He got his J carved in his chest in this movie. That's
poor
where the
Michael.
J came from.
Poor
Yeah,
Michael
right.
without the J. Although he survived. He did survive.
Yeah,
So
he did survive. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
Han. Han. Your quick overall impressions of this movie. I'm assuming you haven't seen this one either, right?
I thought I had not seen, and this is going to sound really stupid to say it this way. I thought I had not seen it until I saw the movie, and then it racked my brain, and I remember seeing this movie before.
did see this somehow back in the day?
I don't
Oh,
remember
nice.
when I saw it, but it rocks my memory. Like, oh man, I've seen this before, especially
Or at
the
least parts of
ending.
it, right?
At least,
At least parts of it.
especially like the whole ending part and the whole
Which we
Mr.
won't talk about
Teacher-
yet.
No,
No.
and the whole Mr. Teacher with her, and him running around the school.
Yeah.
I have seen this movie before. I don't remember when, but yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's like a lot of '80s movies. There's really big holes in the plot, but
Tremendous.
it was entertaining.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
big cram hole.
Yes. Yes. Tremendous cram holes in this movie.
Okay. All right. Raquel, how about you?
I have mixed feelings about this. It's a good movie, but it looks like a revenge movie to me.
Well, sometimes
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good, babe.
Yeah, it definitely is a revenge movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this movie was written by an angry teacher.
I think you're
Maybe.
right.
So was
I
the
think you're
principal,
right.
and so was the substitute.
So the substitute.
Something tells me that the 80s and part of the 90s had really terrible
Angry teachers. It's like somebody
Well-
tripped Hollywood.
I would definitely say a revenge movie because, in all honesty, now I don't condone violence or anything like that, or even if the person deserves it. Okay, I just rather let bygones be bygones. I just rather let.
Would you
it
let
go.
these
Let it
bygones
go.
be bygones, though?
But if that had been me, and that had been my wife, it would have been seriously. It'd been a good. I would say a good wrestling movie that some of you guys may have seen. Maybe not so good. I don't know. I just know the name, but it would definitely be No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
No
I
Holds
would
Barred is
grab-
a terrible Hulk Hogan movie. That's a different
It
movie.
don't matter. It don't matter. No Holds Barred. I would have went after every last one of them with intent to do bodily harm.
Oh, okay. I thought
Not
you
to
were
kill
talking
them.
about
Not
the movie. I thought
not
you
to
were talking
kill
about the
them.
movie.
No, not to kill them, but bodily harm. I want them to never forget what they did. And you can't do that when you kill somebody because hey, it's over with. It's done. But yeah, if it had been me and my wife, no holds barred. Seriously. And that's what I took from it. I'm like, yo, the moment I started understanding what was going on, I knew this teacher was going to be another, Morgan Freeman.
You also called it too. Like you called it too when Mr. Norris corners Stegman in the bathroom.
Yep.
Because
Oh, no.
poor Mr. Norris is
I,
put on
I,
security.
I did that.
Poor
I
Mr.
did
Norris
a-
in his first day is put on security duty. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
then like
Well,
you
I
have to patrol the hall.
called a lot of those things out because
Yeah.
No, he didn't jump, but dude fell from the flagpole. In the bathroom with Petey.
No, but when
the
Stegman
ending
started
and it's
when
like,
Stegman started
yeah.
smashing himself up in the bathroom,
yeah,
it was kind of like I don't know if you've seen Fight Club, JJ. It's like when
No.
all right, yeah. There's a
You
part in
haven't
Fight
seen
Club.
Fight Club? Are you serious?
Oh, you never saw Fight Club?
yeah. Well, they say the first thing about
You
Fight
don't
Club,
talk-
don't talk
okay.
about Fight Club. So
He's
why
not
not?
talking- He's not going to mention whether he saw it or not.
No.
No.
You mother.
Go ahead. No,
We
it's
know
all
the
right.
rules of Fight Club.
But it's
obviously.
like when he beats the shit out of himself in front of his boss, and then
Yeah.
makes it look like the boss beat the shit out of him. Yeah, it's kind of
I
along
have
the
a
same
story
line
that
as
goes along with that, but I'm not going to tell it because JJ doesn't want this to be a long stream. So I'll tell
Does
you
it
after the
involve?
stream.
Does it involve a train?
It
No,
involves
no,
somebody
no.
I work with or worked with.
Like I said, it always starts with someone he works with. No, but no, seriously. You know, there would have been ways to prove that whole theory wrong. But, you know, Captain Sideburn was
Captain
crappy cop.
Sideburn was the
Yeah,
most
he was
useless
very.
person in the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
movie.
No, well, him and the principal were equally as bad.
You
But
know,
at least
because
Captain Sideburn was a little bit more, reasonable about it. Like,
yeah,
because
but you know,
Mister
seriously,
Principal
Nelson
Mister Roper was a total dick the
Norris,
whole fucking
yeah,
movie. No, principal,
it,
the
yeah, I
principal
know the
that looked like
principal. Yeah,
fucking
he was
Mister Roper. He was a total dick throughout the whole movie.
the moment Norris blew up at him, he was like, "Why are you taking these kids'
Yeah,
side?"
yeah.
You know, I felt exactly the way he did.
And it's also the
Um,
point of like, asshole, you put me on bathroom duty. Like, you're the one who put me on bathroom duty, you dickhead.
right.
But I
You know,
liked.
just seriously, the dude popped, you know, he's sitting there busting his face up and shit, and then trying to blame it on the teach. Well, guess what? Look at his hands. Look at his hands. There's no evidence that he touched
No bruises.
anything or anyone.
Yeah,
Nothing.
just blood.
No
Just
redness,
blood,
no
no
nothing.
bruises.
All he did was put blood on his hand. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yep.
bruises, whatever.
Yeah, but
Uh,
the injuries he gave himself could have been where he pushed him into all that.
yeah. It,
Oh,
it
yeah,
didn't
that's
have
true.
to be.
That's
it didn't
true.
have to be.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could have
yeah.
been he slammed him into stuff,
That's
not
true.
like punched
Yeah,
him.
like grabbed him
but
by the
dude put
back
it.
of his
But
shirt.
that's not what it was supposed to portray, because dude grabbed his hand and put his own blood on it. That means he's hit him. He's laid his hands on him and hit him.
Yeah. There are
You know, like I
there's
said,
plenty of plot holes in this movie. There are plenty of plot
Captain
holes.
Sideburn sucks. But anyway, moving on. Was there anything else to add to that, Raquel?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome. Jens, your overall impressions, man. Not the entire movie front to back. Just a quick thought about it.
Just a quick one on that police captain, though. I thought he could have been in on it. Like, yeah, but it never panned out, and so like you know when police captains in that.
Oh, you thought he was like
investigate
on the.
properly.
You thought he was like on the take or something
Well,
like that.
Yeah.
Listen,
It
the
could-
look on that police captain's face, he looked very disinterested in his job the whole
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
movie. He's just like staring at the floor most of the movie.
Well, the overall thoughts on the movie was a pretty slow burn, because halfway through this movie, I'm thinking, oh, this is getting average grade. And then we saw some,
Titties?
Tiddy and Bush and all.
Yeah,
Bush. Oh,
we
yeah.
did get full frontal. We
Yeah,
got that
so-
80,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah,
that
so-
80s Brillo, we got that 80s Brillo pad in action.
Yeah. And it wasn't no quick glimpse and all. It was a good 5 up.
Oh yeah, it's full on.
Yeah, full on. Well, anyway, so that put the grade up. And then,
I
then,
bet
like,
that popped the grade up. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, like when that sort of happens, and there was like guns, tits, and like fighting, and that, it was like, oh yeah, this is like fucking gonna be a good grade now. But it was a bit of a slow burn, because, as I say, halfway through the film, I'm thinking, oh shit. I hope
Well, hello,
I hope
Carol.
the other half isn't like this. Yeah.
Hello,
Hi,
Carol Cookies.
What's up, Carol's Cookies?
How you doing, Carol? Good to see you. Thank you for
Uh,
joining
the-
us.
Yeah, you're
ending
saying
was-
the slow burn was the build up to him finally blowing his lid and
Yeah.
fucking back
Yeah.
with them, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a very slow burn, but once it got going, it was like, yeah,
Because he really didn't fuck back with them until the kid fell off the flagpole.
yeah.
And
yeah.
Michael
Well,
and Mike and Michael minus the J Fox didn't want to say anything.
Well,
to him.
he knew that he after it happened. See, you know, he made a mention of this after it happened. He knew the kid was messed up. He was just
Oh
not
yeah,
wise
yeah.
enough to see it.
First of all, when he went in the bathroom, that kid's eyes were popping out of his
he was
head.
tweaking. He was tweaking.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, and I think it kind of eat at him a little bit that he didn't catch it sooner.
well. Just a quick one on that kicking on the flagpole. He was impressing everyone. If he hadn't have fallen off, he'd got a round of applause at the end. But
Well,
fortunately,
do
yeah.
you think
Well,
he was trying to impress them, or do you think he was just fucked up out of his mind? I think he was.
I
fucked
think
up
he
out of
was.
his
Just,
mind.
I think he was just fucked up out of his mind.
Yeah, he was,
But
I
then
don't
when
think
he
he
saw
was trying
he
to
was
impress
impressing his
anyone.
mates, he started singing the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah,
So,
no, he's saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, he's up
oh yeah,
there.
oh that was yeah. He said the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah,
Which shows
anyway.
we really need that back in schools, y'all.
But you must be high on drugs and climb up a flagpole before you recite it.
And as I say, he was doing real good. But that's the thing with taking drugs and trying to impress people. That it goes well. If it goes good, you're getting a round of applause. If it goes bad and it's hard, dangerous like he was doing, then you're getting rushed to hospital, which he didn't because he was dead on arrival, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So,
DOA, y'all.
Yeah, he died with the
But,
American flag wrapped around him very nicely too.
All right. Last but not least, Stacy. I'm assuming this is the first time you've seen this movie.
I think so. It kind of seems familiar, but I'm not sure. But I've seen so many like this type.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and just quick thoughts. What you know, your quick overall impression of it. Liked it, hated it, whatever.
I kind of liked it. It was different in a different way. I think they should have took that teacher with the gun to
Jail?
mental something.
Mental health.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mental
something.
health.
Something.
Because
So
he's
it
been
would
in
have
that school
saved
for a
his
long
life.
time. Yeah.
They,
He's been
they
there a
should
long
have-
time and put up with a lot. So you
They
can tell
should
he
have
was
let him
emotionally.
shoot little Petey in the forehead. Is what
Yeah.
they should have let him do.
But they dead ass just let him walk out of the classroom with his briefcase, like, see you tomorrow.
They shouldn't have done that
Okay. All right.
because they're responsible for what happened.
Yeah.
Now, next question. The slasher, balls in your court, bro. What did you like about this movie?
Oh,
No,
the
no.
fucking story is awesome. I love revenge tales. Regardless of how fucked up the material is in the movie, when you get a good ending to a revenge tale, that's what I like.
Okay. All right.
Oh, excuse me.
The story,
Well,
the story was good. The story was good too. I like the story. But it's the type of story where you push enough at somebody and they finally push back.
Right. Exactly.
they pushed them. They pushed me.
He pushed me first, man.
Oh God! And he was doing that throughout the whole movie. Scumbag Stegman. He's doing that throughout the whole movie. Mommy. He's even calling his mom, mommy.
Yo, when he said
Mommy.
mommy, I don't care what that guy done to the
Yeah,
entire
I know
movie.
exactly.
The moment he said mommy, I was
Mommy, mommy, don't open the door, mommy.
like, the moment he cried out mommy.
He said
I'm
literally
like,
said mommy.
You little
Well,
bitch.
Well,
Don't let him
there was
in,
all
mommy.
there was all supposed to be like 17-year-olds, weren't they? Which
Yeah.
Yeah.
in real life, if that happened, but I think it was the other story that probably happened that it was based off, and this was sort of like imagined, but it was rather they was really masculine 17-year-olds, or
First of all,
That one was anyway.
dude looked like he's 35 years old.
Yeah,
That
big
one
dude.
guy.
The big
Yes.
dude
Yes.
was not the right casting for the movie if they were supposed to be teenagers. None of them, other than maybe the girl, looked like she
Yeah,
was a teenager.
because Norris was Norris was hitting him with a fucking wrench, and he's
blocking them with his forearm.
Yeah,
He's blocking them with his forearm.
But it
and
was a big
still coming at him.
It was a big
Oh, but
dude.
I know, but Mr. Norris is swinging a fucking pipe at him. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to think. How tough was Mr. Norris in real life?
all right, yeah, we see he's not very tough, but he did get toughened up.
But anyway, I was just saying though, the reason why he was saying mummy in that, he was one of them who acts like a man when he's outside and that, but once it all kicks off, he runs home and acts like a child. And
Yeah. We see what he's hiding behind. The whole thing was where we see how he's hiding behind shit.
Oh yeah.
Able to get away with what he's doing.
And he was obviously coddled at home.
Yes,
and
yes.
Given, you don't see a father figure. I mean,
No.
getting deep
Well,
into it, like
coddled by
psychologically,
who?
but you don't see a father figure in his home in those
Coddled
scenes
by his mom, JJ, because he came to the
coddled at
forefront.
home by what? A pimp mama? You know, she was. I honestly.
No, well, all right. Well, when Mr. Norris
guys-
comes to their apartment, she says something about the other schools that he was thrown out of. Some shit like she said some shit like that.
Right,
that was the last one.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing I'm getting at. All right, they show the at home scene, right, and the first thing I can place on the mother, just by the way she's acting. It doesn't matter if they got money or not.
Is that she doesn't care,
No, and I don't mean to disrespect.
or
anyone.
he's her little
I really
angel
don't.
kitty boy?
No,
He's her
yeah.
little angel kitty boy.
Yeah, she loved him.
No. I don't wish to disrespect any woman, but the way I caught this woman, she was a hoe.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
too
no,
much to care enough about what
She's too worried. She's too worried. How do I look? Do I look all right? Like she's about to go out.
Yeah. While he's sitting there on the couch.
Yeah. You know, she's out for other things. You know, she ain't no better than the kid. Because if she was better than the kid, she'd be paying more attention to her son's school life, what he was doing, and she was too worried about herself.
Well, no,
I can see that. Yeah.
Like it don't matter what they are. They like think as Sachi was saying that their son or daughter can't do any wrong, and it's always someone else.
Yeah. Yep.
Nah, this woman, I'm gonna tell you what right now, and this woman, as far as being a parent,
it's terrible.
And I only know this from past experiences, and I'm not trying to throw anybody's dirty laundry out in the street, but this mom should have been Moira.
So she would have kept Stegman in line?
No, she would have beat his ass in line.
Yeah, she'd have kept Stegman in line, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not going to
prostitute
You're not going to prostitute girls and stab people.
Parrot, eat that braid. A raid don't count when it's
What's up,
just
Parrot? How you doing, Parrot?
I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it, but yeah. You need more than one person to be a raid.
Well, maybe he's just the first wave.
Yeah, you never know how many people Parrothead's got in his basement.
Oh, I see, Raquel. You weren't even watching the movie. You was watching ETAP, right?
No, I was watching the movie.
She was watching the movie.
I'm messing.
I just skipped the part when the saw came in.
It wasn't that bad.
No,
it was well deserved. It was well deserved.
I could not watch that, so I skipped that.
A lot of other things in the movie, that was not the worst part.
Yeah,
it was well deserved.
It was
bad.
Probably the most gory part though of the movie.
Because see, trust me, I don't like gory films. I don't like the blood.
Well, this movie's not like
even this
Chainsaw Massacre or anything.
Yeah. No, it was a bad. Yes, it was a bad thing what they did to the rabbits. But what he did to one dude, the only thing I could think of when it was happening was, "Oh, you deserve this shit."
Yep.
Because
exactly.
And all he really did was, he put his arm to the saw blade, but they didn't really show too much of that.
Well, also, what the hell was he supposed to do? Like, the guy was gonna kill him with that saw. What the hell is he supposed to do? Let him kill him?
Yeah, I mean that was really self-defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, but there's
it was
always
just-
different ways of dealing with it. But at that particular point, the saw was running, and they were
Well, and he
wrestling
already
about,
tried,
and he
and
went
he
on
already
top of
tried
it.
to stick his face in the saw. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
you know,
Well, he
one of
chopped
them
his
was
arm
going
off.
in the saw. Period. One
Yeah,
of them
he-
was going
yeah,
in the
but,
saw.
yeah, that was true. He chopped his arm off and then he picked him up and like spiked him on the saw.
That was the best part of it, like you said. when
Yeah,
we were
it
watching
was. It was like pick him up
His-
by the collar of his jacket, and just boom.
He cut his
Okay.
arm off, and the dude's looking like, "Whoa, my arm's gone." Then he's like, "Oh, but wait a minute, there's more."
There's more.
Okay.
Sorry, JJ.
Go ahead,
Getting
Han.
off
Go ahead,
track.
Han. What did you like about the movie?
I'm trying to
More.
think if there was like a
think
particular.
too-
I like.
Don't think too hard, man.
I liked the whole movie in general.
Just some quick key
Uh,
points, man. Anything? Was there anything
I
that you
love the
particularly liked
teacher
about it?
that. I love the foreboding.
Roddy
of the
McDowell?
teacher. I love the foreboding of the teacher with the pistol in his briefcase, and in his lab he has a beaker of bourbon instead of like actual chemicals for his lab. I love the foreboding of that. I say this a lot in a lot of movies we watch because we watch a lot of 80s movies. I love how 80s it was.
Mhm.
Same.
I'm just one of those people. I love 80s stuff, and this movie like threw up 80s everywhere you look. I love that. And I actually liked the ending. I liked the ending that I'm not going to talk about right now because we're not there
Okay.
yet. But
All
yeah,
right.
that's kind of the main things I liked about the movie. And it was a generally
Guy Scar, what's up?
entertaining. It was a generally entertaining story line.
What's up, Oscar?
Okay. What's up, man? Good to
Hey,
see
Guy
you.
Scar.
All right. Raquel, how about you?
It was very grungy kind of movie.
Trashy.
which is-
Okay.
It was a very.
What's your-
This is a very trashy movie.
Yes, it was a very trashy
Well,
movie.
and and not to put words in your mouth, Raquel, but it almost had a very dystopian feel to it.
Yes, it did too. Yes, I definitely agree with that. And I do like the main character's outfit.
Which main character? The bad guy?
The bad guy, yes.
Segment?
What
like
would
the-
we rephrase that? The bad guy.
He
You
was
like
very-
you like Stegman's wardrobe? You like
Yes.
Stegman's wardrobe?
It was
Did you
80s
notice-
punk fashion.
Did you notice he wasn't dressed like that though when he was at his mommy's house?
No,
But he was the only one of his group that wasn't dressed all punk rock.
I noticed that he didn't really dressed up like
Well,
punkish
most of them
for this mom.
was wearing that symbol from World War II that not many people wear.
Yahtzees?
Yeah, the Dolphy symbol, as we call it on another show that I frequent, that we talk about history and World War
I
II.
also had a- I also
You're
had-
not mentioning it. You're not mentioning it outright. I believe swastika could be saved, but just call
But
it just a tag.
I also knew that one of Raquel's things was going to say she liked the clothes. I really had a feeling.
There,
Well, the
there was-
wardrobe of the movie is important.
There was some very specific wardrobes in this movie, if you notice. Each character had their kind of own specific wardrobe line, so to speak.
A lot of them were wearing half shirts. They
Yeah,
like
it was-
the belly shirts. A lot of them like belly shirts.
It was the 80s, man. I mean, what can you expect?
I used to dress
Yeah, I
somewhat
guess.
like that in the 80s.
You wore belly shirts?
No. I mean, I wore
Did you wear
something like
fingerless
that, but-
gloves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
I-
you
I
wear the
wore-
belly
I
shirt
would-
with the fingerless
I would.
gloves?
All right. I don't necessarily call it a belly shirt, but I did wear a shirt to where it was meant to be. Basically, you pulled it forward in the front, kind of like level, like a regular shirt, and the back was higher. I don't know what to call it. It had big ass sleeves on it. It's hard to explain without seeing a picture of it, which I don't have one. But I dressed.
Oh, that's a shame.
I saw a lot.
That's a
shame.
But granted, Granted,
now
granted, I
imagine-
was 10 years old when this movie came out. It came out in 82. In 83, 84, you know, back when IOU, Bugle Boys, Z Cavaricci, shit like that. I used to wear all that shit, man. I was a little preppy piece of shit back then.
Sailor,
Now I'm just a redneck.
Ciao.
I picture JJ in a mesh tank top with sleeveless gloves on.
And a
I used to have
fucking
quite a few
and a
mesh
pair of,
tank tops.
and a pair of Zubaz pants.
Dude,
You gotta wear
Trust
the zebra print Zubaz pants. To finish up
fucking
that
zebra
look.
print. Fucking zebra print. Even back then, if it wasn't purple, red, or black, I didn't wear it. But anyway, moving on. Jens, what'd you like about it?
I would say.
Well, I mentioned her name, and she's muted, so I'll come back to her when she
Right, yeah. Right,
comes back.
well, right, yeah. Actually, I did know. But anyway, what I like about this film is it had some good action in it. As I say, a bit of a slow burn, but when it got well into the last 20 minutes, it really sort of turned into Death Wish.
Oh yeah, the whole high school scene. Yeah, that whole high school. But when they're in the school at the end.
Yeah, where everyone's listening to the orchestra, the school orchestra, but probably in real life, they was watching the fight and that, but they said in the police report, I was listening to the orchestra, I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, the funny thing is, what David Quintana said. Yes, one of the fucking idiots in the movie was named Drugstore. The one that looks like Matthew. The one that looks like Matthew Lillard, or like he could be Matthew Lillard's older brother. Yeah, his name is Drugstore. Yeah, nice name, buddy.
Hey, Sherry.
One who got set on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at that point. It's like, yeah, Mr. Norris. Mr. Norris is fucking getting it done.
Yeah, it probably turned
Awesome.
into, I say, Death Wish. At the end, it was like Death Wish come.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Hey, Sherry.
Equalizer. Sherry. The
Sherry or Sherry, how do you pronounce it?
I think it.
Sorry, Jens, go ahead.
But yeah, the Equalizer with Denzel Washington in the first one, like where he takes him out in the store.
I never saw the Denzel Washington movie. Never saw that.
All right. Oh yeah, well, I was going to say yeah. At the end,
Isn't that what, Jens? I don't know if you know or not, but is that the TV show that they're doing with
The Queen Latifah TV show?
Yeah, it's like a redo or remake or whatever of the original Equalizer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they did the part 2 to it about 2 years ago.
They did a part 2. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Part 2 was all right. Yeah, and that. Not great, but
I still think Slasher should redo the. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jens. I still think Slasher should redo the box art for this VHS tape, because that's the best way to watch this. Would be on a VHS tape. Is The Equalizer meets Lean on Me. I'm sorry.
I said it's What I said, Death Wish meets Lean on Me.
Death Wish. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you said Death Wish meets Lean on Me.
All right, y'all gonna keep mentioning that movie. We're gonna watch that bitch. All right.
Which one, Lean on Me or Death Wish?
Lean on Me.
I like Lean on Me.
I love both those movies. I
was gonna say I have no trouble with watching Lean on Me. I love that movie. I love Death Wish.
First of all, I love the first 2 Death Wish movies. The third one's a little bit over the top.
I'm not a big Bronson fan, but I watch Lean on Me.
Lean on Me is a good movie.
I love Lean on Me, but I'm not a Bronson fan at all.
I don't know. The first Death Wish is such a good movie, and it's not really what people think. Like compared to the rest of the Death Wish movies, The first one is totally different. The first one,
Yeah, but
the first Death Wish movie is kind of like what First Blood is to the Rambo series.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Okay.
like
All right.
this film, like class of 1984, was sort of like quite serious in that. And you were saying like the part two, class of 1990,
1999. Yeah, part two is
yeah,
best of 1999.
yeah, is more crazy in that. Where this is more sort of like serious because I say it was a slow burn, but with it being quite realistic, you have to do slow burns and that because someone just kicking off like because the puppy got
Well,
stomped on.
every
It was
movie,
like,
no matter what it is,
wow,
you
like,
got to have that slow burn because you just can't rush into anything.
Not
but
really.
You
no,
got to
There's
set
a
it
lot
up.
of movies
You
that have.
got to set it
There's a
up.
lot of movies that have no slow burns. There's
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of movies where just boom, boom,
Zack
boom, boom,
Snyder's
boom.
infamous for slow burns.
Yeah, I know.
yeah. Well, I don't mind them too much, but that's why I like the John Wicks because it was about 10 minutes before they killed the puppy, and it was like, yeah, he's pissed. Now it's fucking the film's on. Where this, it took his wife getting raped, which was like about.
You know, I haven't seen one John Wick film.
You know what?
is-
I haven't.
what are you doing
I
with
didn't
your
see any of them
lives?
either. I didn't see any of them either.
Oh, the real good.
Well, I do. I believe I have the first John Wick movie.
They're good.
I,
The John
I
Wick
would.
movies
I
are
would.
good.
I would sit there and watch them, but I never watched them.
They're very good. I mean, I like the whole franchise. It's been good,
Yeah, yeah.
especially the
All right.
original. The original, especially.
All right. Last and definitely not least, Stacy. What did you like about the movie?
I liked the clothes, and, and I liked the storyline. That and the teacher getting a gun, that was cool.
the holding them at gunpoint in class thing.
What's up,
Yeah.
Nimrod?
I bet every teacher wished they could do that.
Well, and Stacy kind of hits on what I was saying. This movie oozes 80s so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it
Like she was
definitely
like she was saying, the clothes. This everything about this movie oozes. I mean, obviously it was in 1982, so it was the 80s. But
Yeah.
us looking back on these movies now, it just oozes 80s. And
Yeah.
Slasher called
Yeah,
that
but
when we
that's not
first
a
started
bad
watching
thing.
the movie.
It's
Slasher's
not
like,
a bad thing, though, right?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
yeah, this movie oozes the 80s, and that's what I love
Right on
about
that
watching these
punk
movies.
thing. Because like one of them was wearing a Sex Pistols t-shirt with God Save
Yeah,
the
and the
Queen.
other and the fucking leader is just like he's a fucking woman R&B singer in fucking 1985. It's like the shirts
think
he's
it would-
wearing.
Yeah,
I think
this
at one
movie
point,
is.
you said he stole Janet Jackson's wardrobe from the
He's
80s.
wearing
Yeah.
Janet Jackson clothes.
Yeah,
This
but he's
movie
been a
is
pretty
38
boy though,
years
isn't he?
old.
And he's probably
No,
the only
39
one.
years old. Excuse me. Yeah,
Yeah.
this movie is 39 years old. So you can tell by our standards now it's an oldie because most of us here
Ours.
can watch this. Yeah, most of us can sit there and look at this movie and say, "Oh, look at the cars, look at the clothes, how they act, how they walk and talk," and it's just wow. It's like a trip in the Wayback Machine.
Also, their depiction of punk rockers, like
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
what the people who made this movie think that punk
Because
rockers.
by the time I
are
started
like,
paying attention to fashion and music and stuff like that, that fashion started fading out, and another era of fashion started working its way in.
yeah,
And it's, but still, you saw people like that all the time because, come on, man, Billy Idol's, that what's that song? Dance with Myself.
Billy
Yeah,
Idol
no,
dressed a lot. Billy Idol dressed a lot cooler than Stegman.
But no, stop and think about it. For
No,
a minute.
no,
I'm just-
no.
I'm not talking about Idol. I'm not talking about Idol. I'm talking about the other the zombies, so to speak, in the video.
Okay.
I saw a lot of that fashion there. They're wearing those ripped clothes or whatever, and they half fit and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
but-
that's what I was seeing.
Yeah, that was the
what up,
style.
Bone?
Hey, Bone.
Yeah, but
What's up, Bron?
Hi, Bone.
What's up, Nindroid?
I say something though. His fashion stuff was like quite sort of like more. Well, probably because his man was buying it and he was having to wear it to keep up that of being a nice boy. But he
Well,
didn't
no,
wear some crazy
He's,
stuff because
yeah,
Mommy was
yeah.
buying little baby
Yeah.
Petey nice clothes.
yes.
But, yeah.
This is supposed to be class. All right, the time of the movie is 1984. Okay, it's called Class of 1984. Okay, but early in the movie, you see these kids. They're stopped in the hall, and Stedman tells them, "Hey, we're going from $4,000 a week to $2,000 a week. That just can't happen." His mom wasn't buying shit. He was.
Uh huh.
no,
He did have a
no,
nice. He did have a nice car too.
no.
Yeah.
He was probably buying his supply and that, and his man was buying
But
him
you
clothes.
don't. You,
But he had a
you,
nice belt though, because if you see it under my avatar, his belt that he was wearing was
you talking?
quite.
Hey, you talking to an ex drug dealer? All right. Okay. Anybody that sells, okay,
Allegedly.
even if they allegedly
Let's
sells,
just say allegedly.
okay, if they're buying their product from someone, they're still making an overhead off of it. They're
No,
still
but-
making money off of it.
Yeah, but
Because
he was having
yeah,
trouble. He'd lost half his.
First of all, like the first thing we see is they get into a gang war because they were getting outsold by
Yeah,
other guys, the other guys.
we won't say what
No,
he calls
slasher.
that gang.
The other guys. The
Yeah, the other
he
group
calls
of
himself it though, doesn't he?
the
He calls
other
himself-
group of drug dealing individuals.
He throws some spicy language out there.
Well, this
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
is full of spicy language and swastikas.
Yeah, there's a lot of tags in this movie. For real.
Spicy swastikas.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Stacy, anything else that you liked about this movie?
That's about it.
Okay, all right. Let's keep it simple. And if
Yep.
anybody, everybody kept saying the clothes, so I'm just gonna throw this back out there real quick. Everybody's like, "Yeah, I like the clothes. I like the clothes." Well, this is what they were wearing. Some
Yeah,
dumb shit
as I
like
said.
this.
Yeah,
Because
that's
he's
it.
better.
Yeah.
It was the
There's his-
80s.
There's his
Hey, I
Janet.
like the outfits.
There's the drawing of
Yeah.
his Janet Jackson shirt.
Yeah, with the studs, but you can't see
I
them.
like her
Yeah.
outfit.
joining.
And the
I tell you,
fat guy's not fat enough in that picture.
No, he's not in that picture, really. And he doesn't look old enough in that picture either.
He kind of looks like the Thing, like Fantastic Four, the Thing. in that
And the
picture.
one
Wait a
dude-
minute, that girl in the poster, that's the girl with the pink hair.
Yep.
Yes.
You should
Yeah.
make it more pink, not brown.
All right. I gotta say
It's
she's.
just
I
a-
also gotta say she's a scumbag, but she's hot.
Yeah, I agree.
She's a candy
Maybe
comeback.
She rolls with a bunch of scumbags, but she's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she enjoys watching lewd activities.
Oh yeah. She likes to
All the
watch.
movie.
She also
She
likes
likes to watch lewd activities.
Yeah. She's a watcher. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
keeping her
Yeah.
around for a minute.
We found that out several times in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she messed up when she took pictures. Like I said, the pictures is enough to nail them all. And she took pictures and kept them. And he snapped.
Well, that was
and
also
where,
to
and
beat
where did
Miss-
she keep them? Where did she keep
Yo,
the
yo,
pictures,
yo.
RJ?
Yeah,
Right
she
down
kept
the
it in a
front.
very specific place. Yeah. It's like
right
whoop.
down the front.
in a photo album.
She wanted to make sure that Polaroid developed properly. She put it in a safe place.
Oh, she probably like on the way to
never
the school. On the way to the school to deliver that Polaroid, she probably marinated that fucking picture too.
I think we're getting a little off topic.
Did you just say? Did you say she marinated
Yeah,
that
that's-
picture?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I
what
said.
the-
I think we're getting a little off topic.
Yeah, that's for the uncut
Wow.
version.
She was a freak.
Yeah,
She was a
cut.
fucking degenerate
She
freak.
was.
She was
a
hanging out
degenerate
with the
freak.
right people.
And in the end, she did herself in, which was even funnier. She did it to herself.
He didn't have to do a thing because I was
No,
wondering.
she
is
he
this
didn't.
took out
man gonna
her and
be?
another person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
I
was
was
a
thinking,
two.
is this
That was the
man about to
twofer.
mess her up? No, she
That was
did
a
it
two.
herself.
That was a twofer.
Yeah, she
like,
got in the
like
car, tried to run the dude over, and then ran the
30-year-old ran over the
yeah,
30-year-old high school student. Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
And
guys, we're
someone
almost
said,
there. Come on, we're
"It's
almost
running
there.
cars." I said, "No, that's
Slasher.
sexy. Don't be saying that."
Back to you, bro. Back to the infamous question, the one I like to say, buckle up and hold on because shit's about to get rough. Was there anything about the movie that you did not like?
Did not like was like I mentioned it before. Kind of stupid that the teacher holds the class at gunpoint. All right. Not even that the school was gonna be like, all right, we gotta cover this up. We gotta keep this under wraps. Like, not a single other kid in the class is gonna fucking go home and say to their parents, "We got held at gunpoint today in school." I'm not even talking
Yeah.
about the scumbag gang. I'm talking about the rest of the kids in class. Like, not even one of those other kids is gonna say to somebody, whether it's law enforcement or their parents, like, "Hey, teacher pulled the gun in school today." Like, I don't know.
7.
Yeah, I don't know what was the
7.
death count in this movie.
7. No, 6. 6.
There was
In this
five of them
movie?
in the gang. There was five
Yeah,
of
in
them in
this
the gang, right?
There was 5 in the gang. 4 of them died. Then the guy off the flagpole, and then
Oh, I forgot
Roddy
about the guy.
McDowell.
off
Roddy
the flagpole.
McDowell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It is 7. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think
the
about
girl
the
was
dude
still
on the
alive. We
flagpole.
don't know if she died or not. Yeah.
They kind of insinuate she did. So we can
I'd
say
say
the 5 people of
I'd
the
say
gang.
she died once that car crashed once the other car crashed on top of her. I'd say she died.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the death count was 7. Yeah, you're right, Judge. It was 7. I didn't think about the crazy teacher wreck and the flagpole dude.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Slasher?
What I didn't like about the movie, that ending
Yeah.
paragraph. That ending paragraph kind
Really?
Oh,
ruined
yeah.
everything.
Why? That kind of summed it all up. You know, the
Yeah,
whole thing, the whole point of the
it's
movie
like-
was,
it's like we
hey,
had
no
enough.
proof,
We had
no
enough
conviction.
going on. We had enough going on. I think we're over budget, so let's just wrap this movie up with a goddamn paragraph. That's what I think it was.
I think Detective Sideburns wrote that paragraph and added it to the end of the
It
movie.
seems like a type of paragraph him or the principal would have wrote up.
Yeah,
Right?
one of the other wrote that paragraph and stapled it to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
sure, that's read out.
Yeah, they should have showed them stapling it to the end of the movie. Write it on a post-it,
Wow.
like whoop.
all right.
Yeah, we don't want it.
Are
any
you
investigation.
here, Moira?
Yeah.
Hey, nobody.
think
What's
she
going
is.
on, man?
She's here in spirit.
Hey, nobody.
Hello.
They call me nobody. What's going on, man?
Oh wow, saw this in the movies.
Oh, you saw it in the movie theater.
Wow.
I definitely did not. I don't know that I even saw it on VHS. I probably saw it on like HBO because when this movie came out, I was like 3. So by the time I saw it,
Why
I
are you
probably
watching
saw
shit
it.
like this when you were 3?
I'm saying that's why I'm saying I didn't see it on like
Because
in
his,
the movie
his,
or on
his
VHS.
mom was like Stegman's mom. That's why.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll take you to see Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
Massacre when you're 4 years old.
So I probably saw this movie much later in life on like HBO or something like that. Because I
That's
can
why I
tell
love
you from watching all the way to the end of the movie, I have definitely seen this movie before. I cannot tell you when and how I saw this movie, but obviously I didn't see it when it came out in theaters because I was like
16.
3. So
Yeah, your mum might have rented it out thinking, oh, yeah, it's got Michael J. Fox in. This should be an all right film.
No,
She
this
said-
is even.
she
I
said,
believe this movie was
this
even
Michael
before.
Fox boy is really good. We didn't watch this movie.
This movie was before his TV show because
Family
in the
Ties.
TV show, yeah, Family Ties, because he was introduced in
Well.
the show as Michael J. Fox.
He's a star,
Um,
though, isn't he? When you
I'm
see
pretty
him.
I'm pretty sure I saw this as a teenager on cable on like HBO or one of those.
Yeah, I
You
saw
know,
a lot of
movie
those movies like
channels.
that behind the scenes, on HBO or Showtime or stuff like that.
That's probably where I saw this movie, because I can pretty much guarantee I didn't see it. I definitely didn't see it in the theater, and I didn't see it on VHS. So that's
All right.
probably the
Well,
only way I would have seen it. Would have been on cable movie channels sometime later.
while you're at it, Han, why don't you go ahead and tell me what you didn't like about the movie?
And David Quintana kind of says it in the chat. I get the whole point of building up to the fact that he's going to want to kill them all at the end, but I thought the whole his pregnant wife in the bedroom scene was a little too drawn out.
Much? Yeah. They did drag down a little bit too much.
They could have insinuated that, or even showed just a little bit of that and taking the Polaroid picture and all that stuff.
Right.
The whole way it was drawn out for as long as it was, to me, didn't add to the fact that he was only going to know about it from the picture.
They also kept intercutting that scene with him getting ready for the concert too.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit. Well, not a little bit. That scene was way too drawn out. They could have showed some kind of them assaulting his wife and taking a picture, and then him seeing the picture, because that's all he was going to see was the picture. So
yeah, I mean, they could have just had it where like they dragged her to a room and closed the door, and you got the general idea.
And you see the girl take the picture. You didn't have to even have to see the other stuff. Just drag her to
they
the
also
room.
They also had
show her take the picture.
They also had to trash this movie up, which is why I think they dragged that scene out. Because as much as I like this movie, it is trashy as fucking hell.
It is, but that's really the only major thing I can say I disliked about the movie, other than just normal movie crazy shit from all movies, is, to me, that in a bad way, that scene was just drug out. Longer than it needed to be.
Like sexual assault scene. I can't deal with that shit.
Yeah. Because it was one of them things where, if you like Mara don't want to see that sort of stuff on on the screen,
if you insinuate it, I get the general idea of what's going to drive the main character to do what he does. Like, I get the idea.
It wasn't real graphic, but it was graphic enough, though, wasn't it?
That's the difference between movies now and then, because then they want to show you this shit. Now you can insinuate all day long, and we can pick up on it.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, if it drives the story, you can insinuate it,
all right. If anyone really thought that scene was bad, watch I Spit on Your Grave, and you will say that scene was a lot more tame.
How about just no to all of it?
Yeah,
that scene was a lot more tame.
That's a bad movie. That is a bad
all I want to say though.
I don't need to compare bad and worse.
It was inspired by Clockwork Orange, and there was a scene.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, that is true.
And so
that particular scene in Clockwork Orange. Yep.
It was. It was very reminiscent of that scene from Clockwork Orange. You're right about that, Jens. I didn't even think about that, and I'm the one that read what inspired the movie. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, when you said that, then that's all like made more sense, sort of thing. So.
All right, Raquel, how about you? Other than the rabbits and the table saw, was there anything else about the movie that you didn't like?
That saw scene,
Well,
and the poor bunny rabbit.
Oh yeah.
Well, Elmer Fudd would have been happy.
They was probably bought from the book.
I'm sure you would.
It wasn't just the bunny rabbit. There was multiple things. There was like a rabbit, a cat. There was a bunch of different.
I know. I actually read that those were actual animal.
Of course, because
that
it was the
scene
80s.
was actual. Yes, it was legit animals. That not that they did it themselves. It's like they just got Like,
Yeah, I understand.
Medical, they get done for medical research. So
yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Jens,
yeah.
anything you didn't like?
Oh well, the slow burn I didn't like, but that's because I do like my films to be fast action. But I can see where because all films can't be all like John Wick sort of like 10 minutes in, he's going off on one. But um yeah, I thought like it was a good film, like more realistic, which is like some people prefer a more realistic where like people prefer
was it
uh
really that realistic?
well considering what the films I watch, yeah. It was to
Oh, okay, I got you.
people. Yeah, to most people, it would have been like a bit crazy in that. But the films I watched in that, it got crazy at the end, which it had to because
You
it
have to look at the comment right above that, JJ.
I am.
What
it,
happened to
I'm
the
looking.
bunny? The bunny that
All
have.
right, all right. Hold on. All right, hold on, real quick, guys. All right, Carol. The movie is about. Let me bring this up real quick.
They call me nobody answered it.
Class of 1984. The gentleman you see above him holding a pipe. He's a new teacher at this school, and this school is.
And he's fucking
Uh,
clueless.
yeah, he's clueless, but this
This
school
is a
is very
shit.
troubled.
This is a shit stain of a school.
Okay.
Not a school
To
I
be-
want to go to.
To be blunt,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, to be blunt, it's a shit stain of a school. It's a horrible school.
All right. And Roddy McDowell plays a teacher. I don't know what type of teacher. I'm gonna go ahead and say some form of biology, maybe, because he's teaching these kids about other
Some
things. And he
form
even
of
he even mentions
violence.
it. Well, he even mentions it. The sexual reproductive organs. He goes, they excel in that. But
That's the
but
only
he
thing
had a
they're
lot.
good at.
He had a lot of pets in his class. He had a couple rabbits. I heard a cat was in there somewhere.
A
Well,
bird,
whatever-
a cat.
when
bird,
he
whatever.
also when he's holding them at gunpoint, he says to them he says something about amphibians, and he's like,
Yeah.
You put such a wonderful display on my wall the other day.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
apparently also had
What's up?
amphibians.
What's up, Kronos?
Hey,
Chronos.
Chronos.
Yeah, you can
Hey,
still,
what's up, man?
You can still hang out even though it's a different 1984 movie.
Yeah, but and basically what had happened was to start getting back at this teacher. They basically skinned all the animals in his school and put them
All right,
on
well,
display,
all right,
put them on the wall.
Let's go into why they skinned
Well,
those things.
no,
Because
she's asking what happened, and I'm kind of
all right,
putting
but
a little bit more simpler out.
remember after the
Uh,
dude falls off the flagpole, Stegman and his gang go and follow Michael J. Fox and that girl who looks like
Michael
she's
Fox.
Oh, sorry, Michael minus the J. Sorry. And
Right.
that girl and that poor unfortunate girl who looks like she's balding. She's supposed to be a teenager, and she
Yeah.
looks like she.
Yo, hey, I thought
She
she was
had-
actually hot. Okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying she wasn't attractive.
Her haircut was terrible. That haircut.
Slash and I talked about that while we were watching the movie. She had the worst haircut of the movie. It looked like she had the
Jesus.
mange.
Yeah, she really did.
It was that 80s haircut where lasses would get like a crew cut, but a little bit of a mullet at the
Yeah. It was kind of a
But-
mullet without
but-
the front. Yeah.
But hers looked like somebody slipped with the clippers, and she had like
It,
bald spots.
it looked like she was a young girl trying to get a haircut like fucking Hulk Hogan. It was very weird.
All right, hang on. If you have any interest, Carol, to see this movie, I watched it on Prime. Now I don't know if you have Prime. I don't know what version you have of it, but if you don't got the higher tiers like channels, movie channels, or whatnot, you may have to rent it. It was $2.99. So it wasn't bad. You know, if you're interested in watching a movie like this, that's where I found it. It was over on Prime Video.
Hey, nobody.
What?
Nobody. They called me nobody.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you just flat out went out there, and I was like, "Who the hell are you talking to?"
She's talking to nobody, JJ. Ignore it.
Yeah, I got it. Cool. All right. Last but not least, Stacy.
Yes,
Was there anything about this movie that you didn't like?
the animal part.
Okay. Of course.
I couldn't
Then
watch
again,
it and I couldn't hear it.
We're all not supposed to like the animal part. So.
No. It's like,
I
yo,
know.
what'd you like about the movie? Oh man, them animals being all
Oh,
fucked
yeah,
up
yeah.
was great.
Well,
No, it ain't supposed to be like that.
And I hated the principal.
The
Yes.
principal?
Yeah,
He's a dick.
Yes.
The
principal is a
principal
dick.
was a limp dick piece of shit, to be blunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking Principal Roper.
Yeah. Exactly.
They may as well have had a banana as a principal. To be-
Exactly.
honestly.
Yeah, actually, you know what? A banana
Rawr,
would
and
have
the other
a banana would have been more useful because at least one of the fucking idiot gang members could have slipped on the peel and like cracked their head open on the floor. A banana would have been way more
Yeah.
useful.
Stacy totally called it. The principal was one of the worst parts of the movie just because he was an inept piece of crap. And I guess that was kind of the point of his character in the movie, but at the same time, he was way over the top.
More of this comment from
apparently
you,
someone
Donna.
told him to be a weak ass bitch and he did it.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
way over the top.
Sideburn cop told him to be a weak ass bitch.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
and
When you go to
Roddy
work today,
McDowell,
Pete.
when Roddy McDowell decides to man up and get a gun and start teaching those motherfuckers a lesson, you know you've been bitched out. But yeah,
I have two stories that go with this movie, JJ, that I'm not going to tell you right now because we're keeping on topic. I'll tell you after we go off there because they both involve people that I work with.
More of this comment's meant for you.
I know I meow and growled in him back. Rawr.
Well, growl. Well, damn. Okay, all right. My bad. Just trying to help.
The principal was okay, Kronos. That's not the principal we're talking about. We're not talking about the movie The Principal. We're talking about the principal in the movie Class of '84.
Class of 1984. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're on the final leg, ladies and gentlemen. We can do this. Come on. Slasher. How would you rate this movie? And I saw you and Mikey the other day, and you tell Mikey, all right, I see how he wants to be. I watched that shit. Give me a grade, man. What would you grade this movie?
See, it's kind of like a gray area for my grade right now. I'd say, I would say, I don't know whether I want to give this an A- or a B+.
So
I mean,
in that
yeah.
case, Just give it a
All
B.
right.
Give it a B.
There is some bad acting in this movie. There are some people who are doing good parts of the acting in this movie, and there's some people who are doing god awful with the acting in this movie. But I think it's a good revenge tale. I always like revenge tales, regardless of how horrible. I expect what actually to me makes a good revenge tale is when horrific events happen, and then you see the motherfuckers who caused the horrific events get their comeuppance.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Like you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Moira?
Yeah,
Would
so
you
this is
care to
like
grade
kind of
this
a
movie?
gray area grade. I'd say A- to B+.
Okay. Moira, would you care to give this movie a grade?
Oh, Moira dipped out again.
Or not?
Moira.
Han, how about you?
I would give. I was gonna say C, but I would actually give it a B. I kind of dislike the slow burn at the beginning, but I do like a good revenge tale. And while no movie is perfect, I love 80s movies in general, and this movie like threw up the 80s in every scene. So yeah, I would give it a B. I would give it
Han,
a
I
B.
know. Han, I know how to pick those '80s movies, right?
Oh, you do. You definitely. That's what I've enjoyed so much about y'all's random movie reviews. There's been so many '80s movies, and some of them that I've never seen before, like Band of the Hand, and they just exude the '80s.
Yeah, Band of the Hand, Raid Redemption. That wasn't an '80s movie, but and this one, I've never heard of these movies. I didn't even know they existed. I don't know where the
And
hell he gets
what
these
was the
things
other one we
from.
watched? What was it? Streets of Fire. I'd never
Oh,
seen it
Streets of
before.
Fire, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Streets of Fire. Just I never
Streets
had
of
an interest
Fire. Yeah,
in watching it. But that wasn't a bad movie either.
Yeah, I would give it a B.
Thank you, JJ.
Yeah, see,
You're welcome,
Bone.
Slasher. You're welcome.
He's not down Joker.
Raquel, how about a grade?
B.
B. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought she said E. I was like, what?
No.
I totally thought you said E. I was like, what? And what is even an E? I'm sorry.
Oh, Kronos.
I
know
misheard
you're.
what you said.
Kronos,
E is
just
for
from the way you-
excellent.
Hold on. I know Kronos. I can tell somewhat by the way you talk and chat sometimes. Okay. I know you're either my age or a little older. If you've never heard of Streets of Fire, please climb out from underneath that rock. Really.
I'd never heard of it until you all did it as a movie review, and I'm not that far.
I've heard of
from
a
your
lot
age.
of movies. It's just I
You know
haven't
what?
seen them.
Han, I bet you heard the songs more than you knew the movie of Streets of Fire.
Probably, yeah.
Oh well, okay. I'm a little older than you are. Okay, but still.
Yeah, so Kronos is just a 2 or 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
And I had never heard of the actual movie Streets of Fire. So
Okay. All right. Fair enough. We all can't know everything.
I like living under rocks. Please leave me alone.
I agree. I'm about to crawl back under one.
If 42 is a kid, then yes, sir, I will say I'm a kid.
Well, I'm 49, and I've always said I refuse to grow up.
What?
No, I've always said I refuse to grow up. I still sit and play in front of a damn Xbox, man. I refuse to grow up. Okay.
You took that commercial to heart, didn't you, JJ?
Yes, I did.
The commercial that we don't ever see anymore. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. Oh wait, let's not get a copyright strike.
I'm not distracted.
Toys R Us theme.
I'm not distracted anymore.
This motherfucker right here. Anyway, go ahead, Jens. Give me a grade.
Right. Well, first watching this film, I was like putting it at a C. Then we got some tit and bush. So that was
I totally knew Jens was going to say something about that.
Yeah.
Some T and B.
Yeah, some T and B.
I can't deal with you motherfuckers anymore.
I was thinking A minor sort of stuff, but
that was a very 80s push too.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
But as Roger was saying, the acting was a bit ropey in some of them, and especially some of the like overacting, because it would have been like, well, you got
a lot of overacting in this movie.
Yeah, but when you're a bad crazy guy, you know, sometimes the bad overacting, when you're there, you're thinking, oh yeah, it's bad overacting, but no, he's just a crazy bad guy. And so yeah, I'd give it a B+.
Okay.
All right, B+. Yeah.
Stacey,
B for Bush.
Oh wow.
A Bush plus.
Yeah, Bush plus.
Or D+. A double D+.
I'd give it a B.
Okay.
For Bush?
No.
No.
Sure, why not? It's okay. It's okay. We talk all kinds of grungy around here. It's okay.
Well, the neat things about movies like that is, yeah, you saw full frontal nudity, but all you could see down there was hair. Whereas nowadays, you would be able to see all the
Jesus
lady
Christ.
bits.
Like, Vulva.
No, yeah.
Yeah. So at
Straight up
that
vulva?
time, it was like you had Chewbacca in a headlock, so you couldn't see anything but hair.
Wow.
Although she was going to play
Anyway,
Banjo.
I know I don't. I know I've said a few bits and pieces throughout the stream, but in
JJ,
all
what's your
actuality,
rating for this movie?
no.
What's your rating?
I agree with. No, I agree with everybody. I give it a strong B. I really would, because it wasn't a bad movie, but it still lacked those things that made it a great movie.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
Yep.
you know, I definitely probably watch it again. You know, if I
Oh
could.
yeah, I was
if
about
could
to
sit
ask
here and-
you, does this have rewatchability?
Yeah, I may rewatch it again because last week
Guns and
we
explosions.
didn't do a review. We didn't do a review last week, but some of us got together and we watched the original Dune movie, and that's a movie I watch. I don't know, about every 5 years or so, but I still rewatch it, and I would seriously consider watching this one again. Band of the Hand, even I would watch again. You know, so yeah, man, you did a good job on this one. Awesome.
Like,
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Carol's cookies.
That's why we
So,
do this, right?
Yeah.
Like I had never seen The Last Starfighter.
You were talking about rewatchability of movies, and this is a very short story, JJ. So don't think I'm going to take this like 45 minutes off the rails. And this isn't even anybody I work with. Before I work at my current job, I work with this guy that once a year he would call off sick to work, and he would watch Braveheart once a year.
Another awesome movie.
And because his wife and his kids would be at work and school, and he had, and on VHS, this is how long it was. He had Braveheart on like the double VHS because it's a long ass movie.
There's a lot of movies.
He would call off sick of work once a year, and he would sit at home and drink beer and watch Braveheart once a year. That was like, and it was like a holiday for him. He's like, "Hey man,
I was
I'm not
gonna
gonna be here."
say, like,
It was
you
like a
should've, like,
holiday for
designated-
him.
I was gonna
He's
say
like-
you should have designated that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
was
be
like
off this day.
it was like a holiday for him. He's like, "Hey man, I'm not gonna be here next Tuesday. It's Braveheart." I'm like, "Okay," and he's like, "No man, you don't understand. I'm
It's like,
not
man,
gonna
it's
be here."
Braveheart Tuesday. I celebrate
Yeah,
this once a year, bro.
once a year he would stay off of work when nobody was home but him, and he would get a case of Budweiser and he would watch the double VHS of Braveheart once a year. That was his thing.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody on the panel for showing up tonight. I really do. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank
I
you,
think we
man.
had-
This is a lot
I
of
think-
fun.
I think we all had a great conversation. I had a blast. Everybody in the chat tonight, Kronos, Carol's Cookies, they call me Nobody. Guy Scar showed up, or the Basco Scenarios, you might know him. Bee's Nest early on.
Bone,
Bone came in.
Nindroid,
Nindroid.
Parrothead.
Cheryl.
Parrothead with his one-man raid. Woohoo!
Yeah, it didn't end up being just a one man raid, didn't it?
Yeah. But it's all good. I'm sitting here looking at the list, Slasher, and believe it or not, there's only 5 movies left on this list. We got Superman Returns.
Wait, on the list of thumbnails I made, or on the list of movies that we're gonna do?
No, I'm just looking on the list that we physically made.
Okay.
Because I've got. I don't have one for The Crow, and I don't think I got one for Dread, and we don't have one for A Knight's Tale.
Okay. So next week, it's your turn up. So,
I know. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind watching either of these movies. I don't know. I'm really leaning towards A Knight's Tale because
Okie dokes.
I think it's a good movie.
That is a good movie. I like it.
I'll be on it. I never saw it before, but I'll be on it with the thumbnail.
Yeah, okay, and it's got some great music in it too.
Yeah, it does.
Because it a brief capture of the movie. Basically, it's about about a knight, about knights
And its tail?
and jousting and stuff like that. But it's got modern music in it, which I
There-
think is a great twist.
Is there a tale about this night?
Wasn't it kind of promoted by MTV back in the day?
I don't remember.
Or am I
honestly.
thinking of a different movie? I may be thinking of a different movie.
I tell you what, you will remember them like chanting the goblets to "We Will Rock You."
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's got some modern music to it, but it's I agree, Kronos. I very
I
much
think
agree.
no. I think I'm thinking. Remember when they did that like crazy remake of Romeo and Juliet? I think that's the movie I'm thinking about that was promoted heavily by MTV.
No. When we get done, with those,
Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes one.
Yeah, I think that's.
I couldn't get through the first 15 minutes of that movie.
No, when we get done,
I literally tapped out.
I'll show you a trailer to the movie. Basically, it's a story about.
No, not A Knight's Tale. I'm talking about the Romeo and Juliet movie.
No, I'm talking about a night. I'm talking about A Knight's Tale. Basically, it's the story of a what are they called?
Knights?
No, the boys that help the knights. What are they called?
Squires?
It's about a squire.
Yeah.
His knight boss, master, whatever you want to call him, dies. He puts his armor off and pretends to be him, and he turns himself into a knight. That's a quick lowdown.
Stolen Valor?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, kinda if you would look at it that way.
Oh,
but yeah, it's actually a really good. It's actually a really good movie.
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah.
Damn, Kronos, watch a movie, bro. There's other things to do than just troll around YouTube.
No,
don't
he
get me
said
wrong.
saw.
I love it when.
No, he's saying saw. He said say on accident. He said he never saw A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, I know. He never saw A Knight's Tale. That's what I'm saying. Watch a movie, bro. It's on Netflix right now. If you have Netflix, watch it.
It is a pretty good movie, and the music in it's really good.
Yeah.
You would normally think, oh, a knight medieval kind of movie. No, but yeah, it's a modern knight type movie, so it has really good soundtrack and stuff.
Okay.
And it has Heath Ledger in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right.
Oreo did.
Before we go out, I want everybody to. I want to go around the panel. I want to let everybody introduce themselves. Let them know where they can be found. Slasher, I know you're short and sweet, but talk to the people for me, please.
I'm on YouTube and Twitter. I don't know. I might be doing videos. I don't know if I'm going to be doing live streams too much. Yeah, that's it.
You can find them on Twitter at Little Petey Loves Mama.
At Blinky Captain.
Oh, I was being funny.
Yeah,
at Little Petey 123.
Little Petey Loves Mama.
Also, like the funny thing about this movie is like, Stegman, he's such an asshole. But God damn, can he play the piano?
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, he's
talk about that.
Yeah.
That's probably why he had them fancy shirts, just so like had to play in front of a crowd.
Yeah, for those concerts. Yeah.
I've seen Beowulf. If you talk about the one with Angelina Jolie, I've seen it. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either.
Wasn't the 13th Warrior also based off Beowulf?
I have no clue. Never seen
that I don't know.
The 13th Warrior, Antonio Banderas. I thought that was also based off.
I just remember in high school I had to read Beowulf and do a book report on it.
Have
a good night, Carol. Thank you for showing up.
Good night.
We're going,
Thank you for being here. Maura, you want to pimp your shit real quick if you're there? Meow.
Meow 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 meow. I'll do it for her. Meow 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 meow
Meow meow.
No, you don't remember that Meow Mix? You don't remember that Meow Mix commercial?
get away from the kittens. You're turning into a cat.
No, I'm saying you don't remember that Meow Mix commercial when
I have
it
a
was
Yes, I
like,
kitty
do.
right.
meow, meow,
I
meow.
have a
course
kitty
I
right
remember.
next to me.
Yes,
I was
know.
being funny because she's
All
more a
these-
kitty.
All these cats, man.
Kitties. I love
Ah.
kitties.
Han, pimp your shit.
They're all sleeping right now.
Han,
Hey,
don't
everybody
pick
on
up your
YouTube.
cat right now. JJ wants to wrap up the fucking.
No, they're all
show.
sleeping
Don't be
anyway.
picking
I'm
up
not gonna wake
cats
them
and
up.
doing a goddamn
Uh,
Westminster cat show right now.
I'm youtube.com/HansStar. You can find me on Tuesday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern. I do fun live streams. We do Jackbox Game Night, Name That Tune, Hangout streams. You can also find Team HansStar, which includes
This
handsome,
motherfucker here.
this handsome bastard right above me, and Chris Knight doing Name That Tune Trout streams, and sometimes Jackbox on Sunday nights because I can't stream on Sundays because I have to work. And you can also find me here on a regular basis on JJ's Random Movie Reviews. You can also find me on Rambling Canucks channel where we do a What If video series. Or I should say he does a What If video series where we talk about different things in history and what if this was different or that was different, kind of like an alternate history kind of conversation. And he drops those videos normally about once a week. So yeah, you can find me on Hanstar. You can find me here. You can find me on Rambling Canucks channel and Twitter and Instagram at HanstarYT.
Awesome. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter or Instagram. You can find me on, Darius Mushausen's channel on Mondays, on Stars on Tuesdays, and JJ on Wednesdays. I think I might do Funhouse Shenanigans tomorrow or on Friday.
Okay, well, if you do it on Friday, I won't be there.
Okay.
Because I got a stream Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, playing some Cards Against Humanity. Like I said, Thursdays and Saturdays are usually my free days. But if you do it tomorrow night, I'll be there. If you do it Friday night, most likely not. Or if I am there, I won't be there for long.
By the way, JJ, if you want to speed up the random movie reviews, I'm down to do the next movie on Saturday if you're fucking up for it.
Well,
I'm up for it.
We got 5 movies left, man. You
Yeah,
really
so
wanna just rush through them?
because I'm saying when we do the movies, if we don't do it on Wednesday, we do it on Saturday, right? I'm down for Saturday. Might as well knock 2 out of the way this week, right?
Yeah, I'm down for it. Let me know.
I'm just saying I'm up for it.
I'm not. I have to work.
Ball's in your court, JJ.
Yeah, you can find Carol lurking in the chats. Thank you.
Always good to
Best
see you,
lurker
Carol.
though, and she has cookies. Every time I go to see Mandy Summers in a stream, the only thing I got to ask her is, "Where's my damn cookies?"
Cookies. I like it
Well,
when
yeah,
they're-
because
I like it when they're soft and chewy, not
Yes.
hard.
Okay, that sounded weird.
Only,
Who was a hard
only
cookie?
to you,
No
JJ.
one.
Oh, wait, Moira came back. So now it's
What?
Moira's
Yeah.
turn.
You start talking about perverted cookie sayings, and more
No, I
all of a
heard
sudden
cookies.
pops back
I
in.
didn't hear perverted. I heard cookies.
No, Moira, JJ was giving you the floor, and you weren't here when he gave you the floor.
Oh, I had it muted as well. Sorry.
Oh,
So-
okay, I see. Pimp your shit.
Dang.
Well, I've been saying that a little bit to everybody. It's just you're just now paying attention, which I'm getting kind of offended by that.
Moira?
Back onto cookies, though. As long as I got
I'm Mora
solid.
Kitty. You can find me on Mora Kitty. You can find me on Twitter at Mora Kitty. You can find me on Instagram at Mora Kitty. Sometimes even on Facebook and probably MySpace also at Mora Kitty. Thank you very
Use
much.
MySpace.
I'm not
Yeah,
more
Mara.
Kitty on MySpace.
She still has one. Look at this.
It took us a finagling for them to let me reset my password.
Do you actually still have MySpace? What?
Leave me alone.
Legitimately,
Kronos.
I-
That is a kitty wearing a top hat.
yeah.
Wait, MySpace is still in existence?
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, it is
That's-
still in existence. It's mostly
Really?
a music thing. It's
It's a
mostly a
top hat.
music thing now.
Yeah, I thought that was what
That's
MySpace
Dapper
was like
Kitty.
10 years ago, but they're still okay.
Believe it
Yeah,
or not,
yeah.
in all
MySpace
actuality,
is still like a thing for bands, as far as my understanding goes.
I
as
thought
far
that's
as
what
I know, I still
that's what
have my own.
SoundCloud was for.
I still have my MySpace account, but I never canceled it. I just
I
went
never
directly over to
canceled mine,
Facebook.
so I
I never
probably
did
still
either, but I also
technically
never
have
I
went
it,
don't
back
even,
to it.
don't
I
even
don't
remember my
know.
username and password for mine.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
don't-
That's why I
I
never
don't-
went
Google
back
my
to it.
name and it finds me my account.
Well, there is professional help out there if you do forget your name, Moira.
Yeah.
But anyway, as we're going along here, Jens, where can we find you at?
I've got a YouTube, Jens Pedder, where I do live streams usually on a Tuesday, but what time on a Tuesday is thingy. I might start changing them to a Wednesday because I did one earlier today on the review of Venom 2, and got a Twitter at 27A Pedersen. Yeah, so hope to see everyone there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Stacy, I hope you half-ass enjoyed yourself this evening. Um, where can we find you at?
You can find me on Hanstar's channel, your channel, Dark Gift Comics channel, and Chris Knight's channel.
All right. And with that being said, everyone, thank you everyone on the panel, everybody in the chat. I greatly appreciate it. No matter who shows up, no matter who watches, you humble me because, who gives a damn what I got to say, right? But you guys show up anyway, and I greatly appreciate it.
Nah, man, I always love doing these with you, JJ. It's like
cool,
you don't
man.
gotta say no one gives a shit about what you say. This is mad fun.
Well, no. I just say that I used to put it this way. All right, and I mean this. I still do. There's so many people streaming on YouTube. There's so many YouTubers, and the fact that anybody wants to come in and watch me, God knows you had options. It humbles me. So, and I greatly appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot. It means the world to me.
I appreciate you having me here to do these movies with you.
Me
Yeah,
too.
man.
Thank
Hey,
you, JJ.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am. And with that being said, everybody, say good night.
Good
Have a good
night.
night.
Right.
Now buckle this. Ludicrous speed. Go!